The time setting of Battlefield 2016 is a topic that's been debated pretty heavily over the past few weeks, and that's thanks to this brand new leak that was leaked by an email to Iceman. There'll be a link to his channel in the description, and this email gives some very interesting information regarding what the next setting of Battlefield 2016 could be. So this email was sent to Iceman by a guy who had a friend who attended a DICE playtest in the summer of 2016 and confirms that the time setting was futuristic, assuming this to be Battlefield 2143. So let's get into some of the information that this email detailed. The game mode that they were playing was Titan Assault. This returns from the previous Battlefield 2142 game. That was the last futuristic game. And if you want to know what this game mode plays like, all you have to do is have the Naval Strike DLC for Battlefield 4, which gives you Carrier Assault, which is pretty much exactly the same concept, apart from that instead of massive flying Titans, we have aircraft carriers out in the sea. And I'm really happy that this game mode is returning, because it played out incredibly well in Battlefield 4. In terms of vehicles, we have hover tanks like we saw in the Final Stand DLC, mech suits and standard ATVs, attack and transport helis, Amtraks, and of course jets with a brand new movement system that they described as being similar to what War Thunder uses. In terms of how the character controls, they said that the movement system was normal, so no jetpacks or boosting like Black Ops 3 or Halo 5. I think this is going to put quite a few minds at rest, because I think that's a big worry, is that the next Battlefield is going to become too samey to what other futuristic shooters have been like, with jetpacks and boost packs and different movement systems, but I think this pretty much confirms it's not going to have anything stupid like that. In terms of classes, they said that there were 5 classes that were blocked out, and assuming that they were already using one, that means that there are 6 classes altogether. That's 2 more on top of the 4 that we have in Battlefield 4 at the minute. So that's all the boring bits out of the way. Now, here's what I think is really cool. Levolution, again, but updated and better. Let me give you an example of what we have. So in one map, they described a tower falling down. Okay, we're getting some Siege of Shanghai vibes here. But instead of it falling down in exactly the same way every single time, this tower can fall in 8 different ways depending on how it is destroyed. I love this idea, because it means that each game is going to be affected differently, allowing for more variety in terms of matchmaking. Unlike Siege, which is monotonous, boring, and generally seen as ruining the map because it just kicks up a load of dust, and whenever that happens it means you get reduced visibility, the map looks bland like a white box. It's just pretty boring and basically ruins the map. Another interesting Levolution feature is the time of day and weather. Now, we've seen experimental weather in Parasol Storm, maps like that, and Dawnbreaker, where it changes from night to day, and the weather changes from it being lovely and sunny to it being really stormy. But this time, it seems like the weather is going to be randomized for each map, allowing for, yet again, more variety, and the time of day is going to be randomized. So like we have as night version of Zavod 311, maybe we're going to get a nighttime version of every map, and each map could be played in the sun, in the rain, with it being overcast, with it being foggy. Who knows? But the possibilities for this are endless, and I love it. I think it's a great idea. I think it's what Levolution should have been in Battlefield 4, but Battlefield 4 didn't quite hit it. Battlefield 4 is almost like a little tiny kiddie beta version of what the proper Levolution is as it's being described here. Another interesting feature is the server player count. In the email, it's described as being increased to 80 from the standard 64, and there were also rumours that 120 player servers were being thrown around as well. This is good. I mean, more players is good. I guess it increases the scale of the battle, might make it look better, I don't know. It sounds cool, but the only way that I can see this having any benefit on the actual game is if the maps are designed to accommodate this. I mean, I can't imagine an Operation Locker style map being terribly fun with 120 soldiers in play. Unfortunately, the email also details something of an Xbox exclusivity deal with DLC, just like there was with the Second Assault DLC, but with everything. So Xbox will get a new DLC 1 month early than what people on PC and PlayStation will do. I really don't like this idea, and I really hope it's not actually true, but we'll have to wait and see for that. Now that's a lot of information to take in, and some may be upset and some may be over the moon. However, let's skip back to when this playtest occurred, summer 2015. So what happened around then? Well, another leak happened around then regarding Battlefield 2016, and that leak was a few images that contained a supposed title screen for Battlefield 2143. Now the interesting thing is that these images were confirmed as being fake by DICE themselves. So if this supposed playtest that's detailed in the email occurred around the same time as what the fake playtest occurred, maybe this email is just completely fake. We have no idea. So what are your thoughts? I personally think that it is fake, but there are a few elements that I would love to see make it into the game nonetheless, especially the improved Levolution. I think that sounds incredibly cool. But that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed, don't forget to absolutely smash that like button and subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next video.